On October 14th, prosthetist Brock McConkey set out on a journey to the summit of the highest freestanding mountain in the world, Mount Kilimanjaro, a journey that proved to be physically and emotionally challenging. But what McConkey faced was nothing compared to what his fellow climbers had to endure.
I couldn't even imagine how some of them were feeling and kept pushing.
That's because they face challenges in their daily lives as amputees. Each one of them determined through this journey to prove to themselves and to the world what is possible. But Kilimanjaro wasn't going to make it easy.
These amputees pushed themselves to the extreme. In fact, one guy almost passed away.
Each day, the group hiked for up to 7 hours, the mountain's environment constantly changing.
We'd start off in like the rainforest where we got dumped on rain, and then we'd hit the alpine desert where the sun would beat down on us. And there's all these loose rocks, and the amputees would step on a loose rock and you'd go tumbling because they didn't know the rock was there.
Not to mention the various problems caused by hours of strain on the amputees' artificial limbs. McConkey had his hands full. All the while, he kept a journal, recording his astonishment at his fellow climbers' determination.
I am so amazed at what the amputees are doing.
The day the group reached Kibo Hut, the base camp for summit night, was a cause for celebration. But the celebration wouldn't last long. Hours later, as they began their final summit to the top, one by one, the amputees had to end their journey, physically incapable of making it to the top.
A lot of them broke down and were really sad that they couldn't go any farther, but health-wise, they just couldn't.
With 200 meters left to go, one amputee was left, a man named Damien, who lost his leg 27 years ago in a motorcycle accident. McConkey says Damien knew he had to finish the journey, and not just for himself.
He knew that the rest had to turn around, and he kind of felt like, it was his job to get to the top.
As they climbed up onto what's been called the roof of Africa, McConkey says something magical happened. The air so thin, words weren't an option, but it turns out words weren't needed.
The look on his face and then the look of the porters that saw him accomplish this and the other fellow trekkers that had gathered around the sign, I think, said it all.
A moment in time preserved in a photo. McConkey's journey up Kilimanjaro may be over, but it's this photo that signifies the start of yet another journey, one that will begin at Shriners Hospital in Springfield.
Yeah, the hopes is maybe do some posters up and put those in the room and so the kids can see, what's possible.
A journey with a goal of inspiring others. But unlike his expedition, this journey, McConkey hopes, has no end.
It's nothing, like seeing somebody that you can relate to doing something to this feat.